What's going on, everybody? It is Powerbang. I am chilling in my hotel room. Actually just woke up. It's the middle of the night. My sleep schedule's all kinds of out of whack, jet lagged and the whole works. But I'm in Finland getting ready for this live stream that's going down tomorrow between Reddit Omega and the Dark Looters. But I'm up right now, middle of the night. I figured, you know what? I'm going to get in, do some farming. And I wanted to go show you guys what I'm doing in Titan League, essentially, to farm by myself with no help from clanmates, no CC donations or anything like that. You can see I'm hanging out in the Dark Looters, getting ready to stream their war. But let's go ahead and take a look at some... there we go. Let's go to the attack log. I'll just show you guys some attacks of two different styles of armies that I'm using and like what I'm hitting with those armies. So the first one, using like 12 or so bowlers and like 9 Valks roughly. And this one I'm basically using the king and the bowlers after the queen has created a funnel. And when you funnel with your queen, you're always wanting to take note of where these air defenses are and drop her in a location that she can either walk for quite a ways and create a funnel without ever having the healer shot down, or come right at the air defense to take it out. That way the healers are never in danger at all because the air defense is simply gone. So I decided to create a little bit of funneling down there and have the queen go north. So that's kind of how I work that portion of the raid. And then notice the air defense up top here is set a tile back from the wall. Or excuse me, a tile back from the building behind it. So you know right away that the air defense will be a threat to your healers. So you've got to break in to go ahead and take that out. So my next step is to go ahead, drop in a couple of wall breakers, open up the wall, and now the queen will be able to go in and target that air defense directly. So she goes in, gets the air defense taken out before it's ever a threat to the queen. Now we've got 2 air Ds taken care of, and she's going to continue to walk. Now, another thing to take a note of in these style of attacks is when you're walking your queen, you either want to approach the Inferno, again, to take it out directly so that it's in your control. You always want to control the pathing to whatever is the biggest threat in the base and make sure that it's on your terms and not the defenders. So I've decided to avoid the Inferno altogether and then drop in a jump spell to go ahead and reach the core of this base. I decided to send in the King, the Valkyries to clear out the part on the left and then have the bowlers go to the core here. The King actually redirected as well. I didn't expect that. I thought he would go with the Valkyries around the side here. So I decided to let the Valkyries go essentially, and the bowlers are what I wanted to support going into this core. So I dropped a free spell to go ahead and take out that first Inferno tower, as well as any of the skeletons or anything like that, so it wasn't, chasing things, unnecessarily in the core. But we get the Eagle taken out, the Town Hall's taken out at this point, and now the King goes all the way to the back side of this base and is locked onto the Inferno tower. So the bowlers come over, and as a last dying, breath, they get that thing taken out on the last rock throne. And then it's just a matter of queen cleaning up as much as possible, taking care of these storages. And I mean, look at the loot that we're picking up from these bases. We are in Titan 3 right now, hovering around 41 to 4,200 cups. And I'm not pushing, but I'm just kind of farming and trying not to lose, essentially. That's always my approach. I never really push, but at the same time, I just don't like losing. So that's kind of my motivation. But at the same time, I don't necessarily have a thing against pushing. Let's find another raid here. Let's go with this one. This is a different army composition. This is more heavy on Valkyries and a little bit more flexibility on your funneling because you've got baby dragons now, 6 of them, to go ahead and, help you out in this process. So again, I dropped in the queen in this location because I wanted to make sure that this air defense was never in play. Once the cannon's destroyed, she walks away from that because there's a big gap right here between the wizard tower and cannon. Unfortunately, she starts going through the wall, and I dropped a raged wall breaker straight there rather than on the side. So now I've got a little bit of a, unplanned entry at this point, and the queen is going to go back and forth a little bit. So I drop a baby dragon to support, to kind of help through that junk over there on the right. And the queen's going to go ahead and get this expo taken out, and notice the next closest building just happens to be this air defense right here. So she's going to go up at this point and go ahead and take that threat out. And then, you know, the Inferno is obviously an issue. So what I wanted to do is actually speed her past the Inferno Tower by dropping the Rage spell. Raging the healers in this situation doesn't matter because the healers can't heal the queen anyways until after she pops the ability. Notice here how the healers actually get her to full health and then she walks out of range. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. And then a jump spell to lead those Valkyries straight to the core. I drop the poison for the wizard, and then everything's in there. A rage spell goes down to just let things completely rip through. Unfortunately, I had to react kind of fast on this one, and I didn't let my funnel develop with the king. Normally he would be first in, but once I saw those CC troops approaching my queen and really not having the troops to take care of it inside the core like that, I just said screw it, I'm sending in the Valks, here we go. And then we just kind of cleaned out the core that way. And then on the bottom we've got a baby dragon kind of cleaning the ring and the king kind of heading up the side. But again, guys, check out the loot that we're making here. 303,000 elixir so far. Probably going to get one more storage worth of elixir before the queen kind of starts to die out. But let's go ahead, fast forward through that. We'll see what she picks up. There it is, 385k elixir. So not bad at all. The queen's actually going to finish up here, take out the last few buildings here, and then pick up 404,000. So 405k, not to mention the 280,000 elixir that comes with the bonus. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more raid, guys, then I'll do one live for you to kind of show you my process and what I'm looking for. Let's go with, oh hell, I don't know. Maybe I'll show you two more. Show you some Town Hall 11 action as well. And again, guys, notice that in all of these raids, I'm not hitting bad bases. These are, you know, fairly strong. Level 20 Warden, high-level heroes there, mid-30s. And then I'm coming, again, straight at this air defense. I'm taking an angle with my healers so that that air defense will get taken out. Once I get to this archer tower, I'm going to go ahead and drop in my wall breakers here. Now watch, the first layer of wall breakers comes in, opens up the wall, and then the second layer of walls is actually directly targetable by more wall breakers. So I'm going to drop those in and then drop my second rage spell to time it so that the wall breakers actually open up the second and third layer of walls here. Check this out. So there's the first layer. If I get the second layer, it's a bonus, and we do. So not bad. Incoming P.E.K.K.A. Oh crap, right? Luckily, I take out all of the defense that's even in range of my queen, so I'm able to support her with a baby dragon. Again, that's why I like having so many baby dragons in this army. It's super flexible. Now, I decide that the queen has a great shot to get to the town hall by herself from this angle, so I decide to drop in the Valkyrie on the bottom there to funnel, and then I go ahead and have the king and the Valks head towards each other, and then we're going to go ahead and beat through the wall, actually. So take a little bit of damage here from the wizard tower. To be expected, we drop the rage spell there, get the queen back up to full. She locks onto the town hall, and inside of the rage spell, she's able to go ahead and take that thing out. I dropped the freeze just in case there. Unfortunately, the single target Inferno actually locks on there. And then check this out, the Valks and the king. 8-tile jump was successful there. Pretty cool stuff. The king and the Valkyries in there taking out the queen. Unfortunately, there is a single target Inferno in there that made life a little bit rough. But easily picked up the 2-star. Already had the percent in the bag. Let's back out and check out the next raid. Again, pretty good loot on that one as well. This is another Town Hall 11 raid. And again, no slouch. We've got a Max King, level 35 queen, and he's got a solid looking base here. So incoming queen walk here, and again, we want her to walk to the right is the key. I want to be able to approach this air defense directly, and the goal for this raid was to be able to take out that Inferno tower with my queen, because notice this one's upgrading over here. That's just kind of a freebie, like, hey, come on and, you know, hit my base type of thing. So that Inferno tower is the end goal for my queen. Ideally, she lives through that encounter. So poison spell down for the miners. We take those out. Very nicely done. And the wall breakers go down once there's a distraction. I drop the baby dragon on the right here to distract this archer tower. And once the ground targeting stuff over here that the queen already took out has targeted the queen, then those wall breakers are free and clear. You can drop them in. And then you see me dropping in the baby dragon here to clear defenses on the outside of the base to keep the queen kind of focused on the prize, and that is the core. You can see these other buildings that she's got to take out in order to get to the Inferno. So we lose a healer here to a Seeking Airmine, which is a little bit rough. Not ideal, but now she's going to walk over, get in range of the Inferno, but lock onto the Dark Elixir storage. At this point, we drop a jump spell. I'm trying to keep it out of this compartment here. We don't want them straying, but check this out. Queen uses her ability. We're going to take out the Inferno Tower. Great work on that. Unfortunately, the Eagle has targeted my healers and drops them all the way to a sliver of health, but thank God they did not die entirely. The Valkyrie's King worked their way through the first compartment, hopped the wall here to target the Expo, and look at what they have left to go ahead and take out. The Town Hall will pick up that 2-star. I like picking up 2 stars in all of my raids just to kind of move up in trophies, and I play sporadically, so like I might not play it all for the next couple of days, and then I'll have time to raid a whole bunch of times in a row. So it just kind of depends on your play style, how you approach things. But for me, this works well. These army compositions that I'm using are extremely flexible. As long as you can take a queen walk and not fail that portion of it, as long as you can approach the threats to your queen walk, which are the air defenses, and then have a good eye for scouting as far as how much is too much damage for your queen to take on. When you start creeping up into 5 and 6 point defenses, that will overwhelm your healers even if they're in a rage spell, and you don't want to have to force an ability if you can at all help it. So the queen finally dies. King takes out the army camp, 69%. That is another Town Hall 11 double there. So I've got an army cooked. Again, guys, let's go ahead, review the army. And I told you kind of in the beginning, I'm not relying on people in my clan to donate troops to me. This isn't something that, you need a huge amount of CC troops. You basically just need decent level heroes. You could probably get away with this with level 30 and higher. And then you're relying on the strength of your Valks to go ahead and get the core dive. But I always like to kind of take care of, the funneling portion with the queen. And then that's that. So kind of going through some of the bases. One thing that this prompts a question of mine. This is a big question. I'm probably going to title the video this because I truly want to know. Where are the damn clouds? Like, here's a good base to hit. This has got... this actually isn't a good base to hit. There's not enough that I can reach with my jump spells. We'll see. Like, if a Tesla pops right here between the gold storage and the bomb tower, that would lead my Valkyries away if I were to drop a jump spell between the gold storage and the Inferno. You know what? I might give it a try, though, just to see what happens. Let's go ahead and see here how this is going to play out. So we'll go ahead and drop this here to help with the funneling process and tank one of those archer towers. It doesn't look like we have a CC as well, so that's actually going to be super helpful in this raid. My goal is to take out some... I misscouted here. Air defense is 1 tile back from the mortar, so I know that I'm going to have to break in right away, and that's something that is not ideal, but we can work with it. So I'm going to wait for the mortar shot here to land. So once that's landed, we're going to go ahead, drop in the wall breakers. Boom, it's open, and then we'll go ahead and create a little bit of a funnel in over here to help that queen go into the base. First rage spell is going to be needed here, as the skeleton's making it a little bit difficult on me, and then I'm going to drop in a couple of Valkyries to target... Well, I guess 1 Valkyrie. Oh, man, they went the wrong way. No. This is not going well so far, guys. Not going well so far. But we can recover from this. It'll be fine. I might have to take the other side with my Valks is actually what I'm planning on doing. So we'll funnel here. The queen looks like she's going to go away. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to drop this here. And then the queen's going to step up, take out the sweeper, and then head to the right. We will drop in another rage spell to keep her up. Right here, go back to the hut. So there is that. So now let's go ahead and we will drop in that. We'll go ahead and keep the queen alive. That's kind of the goal here. Nice. So we have a beautiful funnel going in right now. So I'm going to take that out, and then we are also going to have that queen targeting the Inferno. And again, by herself, this is not a big deal at all. So check this out. Watch the jump spell here to get back to the Inferno, to the core, get the dark, and then they're going to pound out the backside. So now I'm looking to support the backside of this raid with my baby dragons that I have in store. And you can see I'm already doing a lot of work. The air defense is down. I'm going to go ahead and start targeting the right side of this base. The queen's going to push through. The king is actually looking really good. Once he uses his ability to clear this air defense, we are looking like a 3-star. So let's go ahead and check for trash around the outside of this base. Everything looking good. We'll drop the last couple of defenses here. Everything's looking really good, guys. So that's kind of how you turn a raid, lemons into lemonade, so to speak. But yeah, it's going to end up being a 3, it looks like. A lot of loot in this one. And one question that I'd like to answer as well is, how is it on Elixir? Is this viable for farming? Look at my elixir right now, guys. Look at the damn elixir. We are full on elixir, and then notice the league bonus that I'm getting with this, attack strategy. 280,000 dark, or not dark elixir. God, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Fill up your raid or storage in one raid, but 280,000 gold and elixir plus the 400 plus thousand from the army. And then look at the dark elixir. You're looking at 5,500 DE there just for one raid. So I mean, really super good value. Picked up 12 cups as well if you're into that kind of thing. I'm sitting at 4151 right now. So let's go ahead and look at the army real quick. We'll go into the quick train menu. Notice the Titan farming army. It's the top one of my quick train. And again, 6 baby dragons, 12 Valkyries, 5 healers, and then 6 wall breakers. You need the 6 wall breakers to have flexibility. You normally need 3 per wall break location. If you can wall break your queen in to do a charge, that's cool. You might need another spot for your Valkyries or your king to get in. Those are types of things that you're looking for. So 345,000 elixir. Seems like a lot, but did you notice the amount of elixir that I just made? Just the league bonus alone covers 80% of that army. So if you can make just a little bit of loot, you will increase your elixir. Now, I've been doing this pretty much most of the night. Notice the elixir, notice the gold, notice my dark elixir. I'm not having an issue with resources, guys. So definitely give this a try. This is something, again, you saw me just 3-star at Town Hall 10 with no CC. And that's something that, it's a really solid army to do that. It wasn't the best base in the world, and my attack didn't quite go to plan, but we were able to salvage it. So hopefully you guys liked this video. I wanted to make you something while I was in my hotel room. It went a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button for me. And as always, you can really help out the channel by subscribing. It means a lot to me. Your support is absolutely huge. And I wanted to cordially invite you all to the live stream that's going to be taking place tomorrow. I guess today for me now, but it'll be at GMT 4 o'clock Saturday. So what that is I believe 8 a.m. Pacific time where I'm from on Saturday, and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. So that is all I've got for this episode, guys. Definitely look for me on the Clash of Clans official stream this weekend with the war between the Dark Looters and Reddit Omega. Best of luck to both of those clans. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. A couple of cool army compositions, and it's always fun doing it live for you. That's all I got, guys. This is Powerbang. I'm signing out. Till later. Peace out, and I will catch you guys next time.